Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. In the last part, we retrieved our shade and explored the Royal Waterways. There's just a little bit of exploration left before moving on. And that's the area to the right of the entrance that I haven't touched yet. So we'll explore that on our way up from the place. Oh, way too close to that one. I shouldn't keep trying to do that. Another Georock. It is still useful to find those. And here there's a cracked wall next to this one that you might easily find accidentally while opening the Georock. Don't take something if it isn't yours. That's the law. Everything you see, it belongs to me. Well, don't be angry. I'll share my food with you if you give me Geo. This Geo is mine now. Don't try to take it back. Here, take your food with you when you leave. So, she will sell you rancid eggs if you are in need of more than you have. It's pretty unlikely given how common they are, but the service is there if you need it. And now we've rejoined the entrance and we're back to the city. So, we just gained... right, I can take this off now. We just... Yeah, Waterways is fully explored. That's cool. We just gained the acid swimming ability, and this is where I need to go to use it. Not the easiest place to get to. I know how I'm going to go there. And this is not it. Although I could I could show another interesting interaction. If we go visit Lem now. What do you think you're doing coming into my nice little shop stinking like that? These relics have been through enough. They don't need you spreading your stench all over them. Crawl back to the waterways or wherever you came from. Yeah. He's not happy when we wear the stink charm. So this is how we first came down into the city, so I'm going back up the same way. Can't quite get up there without using the elevator. Now, I just want to check whether I've opened this. I think I have. Yeah, so this goes to the city storerooms if I continued further up, but I can also go this way. Again, tracing my steps back. Ah! And this is now closed. But now that we have more movement than we did when we first entered the city, we can come up here. And we have access both ways. Okay, now where am I going? Going up. Oh, there might be something interesting I can show off along the way. So this is where we first met Cloth. Room is just empty now. And here's the plinth or whatever it is that said, "We remember the Elder," but if we visit it now, it's another of the warrior ghosts. Pretty simple, he only has the 2 attacks. Pancakes from the ceiling, you want to just look for where the gap is, and this attack that goes from outwards to the middle. Not doing the best job here. But this attack, if you dodge it early on, then there's plenty of space to heal. Ah, I dodged that and then undodged it. Okay, there we go. Elder who? My mind, it clears. Have we been sleeping, child? Ah, I remember. Those proud lords, were they truly monsters? I remember their eyes now, bright and clear. Why then did I fear them so? If there was madness in that village, it was I who brought it. They were right to cast me out. When I attacked, they were right to kill me? Ah! Yeah, more evidence that what has been going on is some kind of plague of madness. Let's avoid that if we can. And this is also interesting. Huge thick door here that on the map you can see is right next to the City of Tears, next to the elevator shaft. Unfortunately, this door never opens. And we're back with Legita. Oh, that smell you carry with you. Very tasty. You're sweet to share such a tasty smell with me. Do you want a gift in return? Cheaper. Yes, my beautiful gifts. I'll give them to you. Cheaper. That's another nice effect. He actually offers you a discount. 20% off, I think. And I do need more charms total to get more charm notches, so I will buy both of these now. So these complete the set of 3 fragile charms. Let's take this off now. We've seen the interesting things it does. So all of these are fragile. They break if you die, but you can then bring them back to Legita for repair. So, heart is +2 health, greed makes things drop more, and strength increases your nail damage. Fairly straightforward. They are all pretty good, pretty powerful. And this is where we put the map marker, so this is new territory. There's another Whispering Root here, and this is a pretty short, simple one, so we'll do it. Ooh, 800. Nearly 900. We've definitely got to make sure to go back and see the seer soon. This room is pretty annoying to navigate, though. Just got to... Yeah, I'm going to drop it back down to heal a bit. So, it's easier with double jump, of course. Each time you do a pogo, including on the mushrooms, it restores your ability to do a double jump. But I remember on my first time, it took me a long time to be able to get up through this room. And we've come back to Fog Canyon, so this is an area we passed through much earlier, but we just did not get the map for it. Maybe we'll have better luck now. First I want to show how it connects. So if I continue up here, Infected Crossroads. So this is another surprise. We're back in the Crossroads, but the infection has spread. It was being contained within the Black Egg Temple, but we weakened that protection by defeating one of the Dreamers. And now many enemies have been replaced by nastier types. And there are all these orange pustules all over the place. Quite dramatic change. And many of the new enemies explode. Oh, what? Since I'm here, I had not planned this, but let's go up and talk to the Grub Father. I do want to continue exploring Fog Canyon now that we've opened that new area. So as you see, not all of the enemies have been changed, but there are many new types. Those ones leave a corpse that explodes after a while. By the way, you never showed this off. I did mention that it's here, but if we come up here, there's a whispering route here. I am not doing that one. That would take too long, and we're already on a detour within a detour. So, have I rescued any more grubs since last time I was here? And if so, will you give me anything interesting or just cash? A rancid egg, thank you. One thing I do like to do in the Grub Father room is keep getting the money slowly so the lower number keeps going up. And a Hallow Nest seal. Okay. Well, that did get us a nice chunk of money for us. I don't immediately have anything to spend that on, although if I went to Salubra right now, I would probably find that her next couple of charm notches cost quite a bit. That's Brooding Morlek's room. Don't want to go there again. And when you have acid swimming, this is possible to enter from the Crossroads side if you don't know about the other way in, so a little hidden area here. Now I've got to be very careful because of the exploding jellyfish. That was not careful. Okay, what I'm going to do is... that was not what I was trying to do. I was trying to hit it upwards, but there were not spikes above it. That's why it went wrong. Okay. And with the Luma flies, it's just a matter of timing. Ah! And I didn't dodge that. Okay, I've got to be really careful here. I'm not being careful, and I should be. There are places you can stand. So, there I could get well out of the way of that one. There's a room off to the side that is quite notorious. So, if I push that one down, it goes into the water, or acid in this case. And this one, I can strike upward and get behind a wall so I'm away from the explosion. Now I'll heal up. So I want to avoid those exploding eggs, of course. Oh, and this one floats up and down. The one that I just killed floats up and down and sometimes gets into Dreamnail range. So if you need soul in this room, he's a good source of it. If you don't kill him too early, which I did. So a good tactic for this room is to use the dive to go straight down here. I'm going to show the other way first. But if I lose too much health, I'll just do that. Oof! Yeah, I couldn't manage to get out of the way of that. Or that. Okay. Yeah, let's not try and show anything off. Ooh, that I didn't even see that one. Yeah. So you're getting to see why this room is as notorious as it is. And now I've only just got enough soul for the dive, so I'm just going to do it. But I'm at 1 health, so I think I need to leave and come back. I don't actually know if the eggs respawn. You float close enough. Well, let's find out whether they do. The little ones also respawn, which is handy. Yeah, the eggs do respawn, but that's okay now. Yeah, and 1 Dreamnail gets enough for 1 heal. There we go. A Charm Notch, and picking up a freestanding Charm Notch fully heals you. There are not many in the game, so a lot of people don't know that, but it is true. There's another room to the side here with yet more. See, the reason I'm attacking them rather than just going past them is that you do get the same soul from hitting them. It's just a risk and reward thing. And here, I knock that one down and then get over here, so its core won't disturb me. We've actually found Cornifer. He's all the way here. Oh! That's odd as much of Hallownest can be. There's a whole new level of strangeness about these caves. Did you see that dark gate below? It's quite unsettling to be near. I did my best to avoid it. Fortunate for me, I found another route in, though I did end up a little singed after wading through some acid. Yeah, Fog Canyon. So you can come here very early in the game, but you can't get the map until way later. Right, that's dealt with. So there's more to see to the left. But there's also Teacher's Archives, where one of the Dreamers is. And I think that's going to be our goal for this episode. But first, what was the dark barrier that Cornifer was... Can't interact with this. Can't attack it with the... Well, I can, but it doesn't do me any good. Can't dash through it. So if you look at the map, and just to the west of here is the route we took down from Greenpath to Queen's Station. So if I had done it at the time, we could have come into the room from the other side and learned very early on those dark barriers exist. And right now, even as late as we are in the game, we still don't have a way of dealing with them. Before going down, if you crystal dash across the top of this room, there's a grub. Can't be reached any other way. This opens a shortcut back to the room we were in with the part of the Fog Canyon that we've seen before. And right here... Hello, Quirrell. Oh, doesn't this kingdom just abound with surprises? A building atop an acid lake. Despite the sight, I can't help but feel familiarity. Something stirs in my mind, but I can't yet tell what. I'd thought it my lust for discovery that led me here, but now there seems something else. This building beckons me. The Teacher's Archives. Well, one of the Dreamers was called Monomon the Teacher, so obviously this is associated with her. Bench here. It can be reached without double jump, using the other platform to the side. And lots more of these enemies to avoid. But there's not much to see to the sides, so just, there might be something. So, lore tablets in this area tend to be a little more cryptic than others. I'm not going to try to analyse that. It must have meant something to someone once. Maybe it's just indicating how much the language has changed over time. And we have a boss, Umu. So, Umu is protected by a thick membrane. We can't harm it at all. And it has two attacks, one of which is to make electricity follow us around, and the other is the electrical stabs at various points in the arena. Their locations are in, I think, one of two fixed patterns, it may be more. But every so often, Quirrell arrives to help us out. And I'm doing this very badly. Umu gradually drifts towards the player, and you can take advantage of that to get in a good location, with good timing as well, for dream nailing. Because spells are obviously the best damage we have. So this can be a long drawn out fight, but one of the nice things about it is it's pretty easy to take it slowly and heal up as you go. reward for that is access to these lower chambers with yet more cryptic lore tablets. And here in the middle is Monomon herself. Something glows within the tank, and as soon as you move away, Quirrell pops up. Ah, did she call you too then? I realise it's no coincidence we arrived together. Though much of my memory is blank, this place I recall. Within these chambers, the teacher sought to store the kingdom's knowledge, and at its core, she stored herself. To save Hallownest, the teacher willingly became a seal, but upon herself she enacted an additional protection. Though I cannot recall its happening, I played a part in that feat. She called me here now to reverse that protection, all in aid of you. As before, we dream Nell to get in. And sadly, we do have to destroy Monomon. That's 2 out of 3. It may seem like we're doing something bad by spreading the infection, but ultimately, we've got to get inside the Black Egg Temple and find out what's there, and find out if we can do something about all of this. So, only the Deep Nest one remains. That's going to be a journey. The madam's life is extinguished, and with it her seal breaks. It's a heavy thing you attempt, but I've seen your prowess up close, and she too believed you capable. Be on your journey then, and allow me rest a time. With the deed complete, I begin to feel my age. By the way, this tank gives us the Lumafly journal entry. No other way to get that, since you can't really kill them. Another lore tablet. This is the way out. Or one of them. Could go out the same way we came in, but it's more fun to show off both sides. Okay, so there are 2 more exits from Fog Canyon to the west. We should definitely take a look at those. I know that Deep Nest is the next goal, next dreamer, but there's no time to start that in this episode. And I think I can explore at least one more of these. So, we came through this room much earlier in the game, and I didn't show off this side passage then, but it can be explored a little bit earlier. Obviously, with the increased mobility we have now, it's much easier to get through. Another Hallownest seal up here, another lifeblood cocoon. And we get to another of these black barriers that we can't cross. Not only that, but on the other side there's a lever that we don't have access to. So this bit of exploration is at an end, except for what's up here. And again, little statues outside. A little bit of a hint. This place is the Overgrown Mound, more skulls on sticks. And the other two places where we gained spells were called the Ancestral Mound and the Crystallized Mound, so... we're stuck in here with an arena. Got to kill all these squits. So this can be reached much earlier in the game. They are really easy now. But it is indeed the resting place of another of the Snail Shaman's relatives, who gives us the Howling Wraiths. This is the upward spell. Looks like that. And it's high burst damage, so it's pretty good to have. So, again, if you're struggling with the early or middle game, for instance, Soul Sanctum, coming here and getting this is not a bad idea. But it was a dead end for us. Got to go back the way we came. I'll just go back. So, the other way that I could explore now is... I just went past it. But I want to get to a bench, so... Crawl back in here. And that's where we will leave it for this episode. So, again, there is only one dreamer left, all the way over there. There are two loose ends on this side of the map, the one I was just looking at and the one below in Fungal Wastes, and a third in the Mantis Lord's entrance to Deep Nest. So actually, it's possible to follow up any one of those three, and they do all lead to Deep Nest. So, that is going to be the next part of the journey. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.